Aquarius, welcome to your 5 card movie star spread. As I mentioned about a week or two ago, I'm in the process of relocating from Illinois to Texas. With that being said, my posting schedule is a little off. I do appreciate you guys who keep showing up even though my schedule is off. And once I get moved and settled, I'll have a new schedule. I'll let you guys know what that is and we'll move on from there. But again, I really appreciate the people who keep showing up. So thank you. Thank you very much. With that being said, man, oh man, Aquarius, you lost control of something. You either lost control of yourself, a vocational issue, a personal relationship, your finances, something in your life you thought you had spiraled completely out of control. And there is a huge lack of reciprocity here. There's a huge lack of balance in this situation. It is, you feel like you're constantly giving and everybody else is taking. You know, you wanted to help people out, you wanted to do the right thing, you wanted to give a little, but you are recognizing that the people who you were dealing with are just taking, and there's nothing left for you at the end of the day. You're exhausted. I don't know if this is a financial thing or if this is just an energetic thing where you're just putting in way more work than you expected. You're putting in way more effort than you expected. This is taking a toll on your health right now. Okay? And you feel like there's no way out. This could be a union or a contract that you feel like you can't break or get out of. And you almost feel like when you got into this union or contract that you were tricked into the situation. Like people told you, oh, it's going to be this, it's going to be this, it's going to be this, and it wound up being way more than that. Like they just left so much stuff out, or maybe they didn't really understand what they were asking you to do, and no more than you understood what you were getting yourself into. Ultimately, there are too many people with their hands in your schedule, in your resources, in your business, trying to say, oh no, do it this way. Oh no, do it this way. Oh, you have to do it that way. Oh, you have to do it that way. And then there's all these old obligations that carried on from where you were to where you are now. There are too many people pulling you in too many directions. And ultimately, you feel like this situation has complete control over you. This situation has control over your time. This situation has control over your health. This situation has control over your time management. And now, to make matters worse, this situation has control over all of your other relationships. You are being consumed by something. Absolutely consumed. No wonder you feel like you lost control. This one thing is starting to affect everything else in your life because you are so overwhelmed. I usually don't talk about the astrological significance of a card unless it has to do with, unless it's yours, Aquarius. So, like if the star card showed up in your reading, then I would talk about it because it would change the reading ever so slightly. However, the Cancer card showed up in your reading in the inverse. I usually put a theme to my readings. I don't know if you guys have ever noticed this before, but the theme for the reading is moving forward. Okay, it's the Chariot. And it's the card of Cancer, actually. And the Chariot in the inverse showed up as your possible outcome. So, what I get from the Emperor in the inverse and this Cancer card, the Chariot in the inverse, is you are not getting what you want out of this situation, period. You don't like it, you're very upset, but somehow you feel obligated to complete this project. Again, there is no forward movement. You feel like you don't have control. You don't have strategy in the situation. This situation has control of you. And ultimately, what you're trying to do is give a little something to yourself. There's something that you're doing to try and self-soothe just so you can get through this and back to what you knew. It sounds to me like you were sold an idea and you bit off more than you can chew. And now that you're shoulder deep in the muck, all you can see is the muck. But somewhere deep inside, there's the hope that there's a branch above your head that you can pull yourself out from. The problem is, you just can't bring yourself to look up and find that branch. You could get out of this. You can get out of this. And you will get out of this. But it is your pride and it is your ego that makes you want to see the project through to the end. So I guess you just have to ask yourself, because it will be different for everybody. What's more important, maintaining my time, my health, and my personal relationships, or maintaining this project that I promised everybody I would get done? So what's more important, your pride or your health? Aquarius, I hope you found a message that serves your highest good. Good luck with this. This is not an easy decision to make. There's a there's a fine line between quitting because something's too hard and letting go because something's taking a toll on you. Try to figure out where you stand in that. And that might help the situation. I'll see you guys next week.